The world's oceans are vast, dark, and silent. And beneath that silence moves one of the most dangerous strategic weapons ever developed by China, the JL-2 submarine-launched ballistic missile. In 2026, this missile remains one of the core pillars of China's nuclear deterrent, forming an invisible shield that travels under the ocean, hidden from satellites, radars, and any land-based surveillance system. The JL-2 is not just a missile. It is a message. A message to the world that even if China is attacked, it has the ability to respond, without warning and from anywhere on the planet. The JL-2 is designed to be launched from China's Type 094 Jin-Class ballistic missile submarines. These submarines operate quietly, deep underwater, avoiding detection from enemy ships, aircraft, and satellites. The missile uses solid fuel, meaning it can be launched with very little preparation time. A submarine receives an order, rises to launch depth, floods the tube with water, and ejects the missile upward using pressurized gas. Only after it breaks through the ocean's surface do its rocket engines ignite. In mere seconds, it climbs into the sky, accelerating with tremendous force, and heading beyond the atmosphere, where it leaves the Earth temporarily before descending back toward its target thousands of kilometers away. With an estimated range of 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers, the JL-2 Doa-2 gives China intercontinental striking capability from underwater. That means a submarine could be stationed safely in waters near China, but still reach strategic targets across continents. During its flight, the missile relies on advanced inertial navigation and China's Beidou satellite system for improved accuracy. According to analysts, some variants may carry multiple warheads, allowing one missile to hit more than one target. While China does not officially confirm such details, the strategic impact remains the same. The JL-2 ensures that no adversary can gamble on a first strike without fearing consequences. The role of the JL-2 cannot be understood without looking at China's nuclear doctrine. China has long stated that it follows a no-first-use nuclear policy, meaning it will only retaliate if attacked. But retaliation requires survivability. If all nuclear weapons are destroyed in a first strike, then retaliation becomes impossible. For many years, China relied on land-based missiles that could be identified and tracked by satellites. The JL-2 changed everything. A missile hidden underwater is nearly impossible to find. Submarines constantly move, constantly change depth, and constantly blend into the natural noise of the ocean. Even advanced enemy sonar systems struggle to detect them with certainty. That uncertainty is what gives the JL-2 its real power. Not that it is fired, but that no one knows where it is. Before the JL-2 entered service, China used the earlier JL-1 missile. The JL-1 had limited range, forcing submarines to move dangerously close to enemy coasts just to reach their targets. The JL-2 eliminated this vulnerability. For the first time, China could maintain a credible sea-based nuclear deterrent. With JL-2 submarines on patrol, China gained what military strategists call a second strike capability. Even if land-based nuclear weapons and air bases were destroyed, a submarine somewhere at sea could launch JL-2 missiles and deliver nuclear retaliation. A typical Type 094 submarine carries 12 JL-2 missiles. Just imagine, a single submarine could launch multiple strikes on multiple targets. And China has more than one submarine equipped with JL-2 missiles. No one knows exactly when they leave port, where they go, or when they will return. The ocean becomes their shield. Inside the submarine, life is intense, disciplined, and secretive. Crew members operate in total silence, avoiding any activity that might create noise patterns detectable by enemy sonar. Days and nights blur together inside steel corridors illuminated by red lights. Their mission is simple: remain undetected. Sometimes submarines patrol for months, communicating only through encrypted low-frequency signals. The crew trains constantly. Every task is timed, rehearsed, and perfected. Because mistakes underwater can cost lives. Now imagine this. A submarine deep beneath the Pacific moves slowly, listening carefully to every sound. The crew receives a launch order. The control room turns silent. The captain authorizes the sequence. The missile tube floods. The pressure builds. Suddenly, the missile is propelled upward, breaking free of the water without a single sound the enemy can hear. Above the surface, its engines fire, lighting up the night sky before it disappears into the clouds. Within minutes, it leaves the atmosphere. The warheads coast silently through space before descending toward different targets. This entire process, from launch to impact, happens faster than any meaningful response. This is why global military analysts monitor China's submarine fleet carefully. The JL-2 is not built to start a war. It is built to prevent one. In modern nuclear strategy, the most powerful weapons are those that remain unseen. Land missiles are vulnerable. Aircraft can be tracked. But a submarine-launched ballistic missile remains hidden until the very moment it is used. That hidden capability shapes global decision-making. It forces adversaries to think twice. In 2026, China continues to upgrade its sea-based nuclear systems. The next-generation JL-3 missile is under active deployment, promising even longer range and more advanced technology. But the JL-2 remains reliable, proven, and operational. It serves as the steady backbone of China's underwater deterrent force. Wherever international tensions rise, whether in the Pacific, the South China Sea, or Arctic waters, submarines carrying JL-2 missiles ensure that China remains protected, even from a surprise attack. The oceans hide many secrets. Some are harmless, like forgotten shipwrecks. Others, however, carry enough destructive power to reshape nations. The JL-2 silently travels beneath those waves, unseen by satellites and unknown to enemy commanders. It is a reminder that true power doesn't have to be seen. Sometimes, the greatest strength lies in silence. And in that silence, China's JL-2 waits.